Hello again, welcome to the Daily Templar Report. Me, your guest, Jim Dowson. How are yous all? One and all. And remember, like the video, click subscribe, press the bell, comment below. Okay. Well, 24 hours has been. But anyway, before we get there, let me just give you a wee bit from the good book. Because I know you like that. And I like it. Chapter 25 of Proverbs. Here's a wee short text. Verse 5. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Wise words. And isn't it often the case that the leader is a good man, but he's surrounded by bad men? I give you Donald J. Trump, for example. Look at the snakes and reprobates and traitors and spineless goons that were all round that man. Couldn't get him done because of all these people, and they're all biting at him now. Well, there you go. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. But if you're surrounded by wicked men, it's very difficult to do, isn't it? Anyway, more wisdom from the Proverbs, and we know the good Lord will add his blessing to this, the public reading of his infallible, inspired, and inerrant word. Amen. God bless you all. Yeah, good. What did they ban a couple of people yesterday because they were being silly? They weren't our people. They just came in out of the blue. You see, there's a lot of shutdowns now on YouTube and all these other things. A lot of these pencil necks are all losing their channels. So a lot of them are wandering into us. They don't belong with us. So no welcome. Now who have we got here? Who have we got up here? Let's have a look. Okay, folks. Ewan Eggerstrom, God bless you. Ash Wednesday today as we look forward towards the painful time of Easter, the scourging, the crucifixion, but the resurrection, and that's what it's all about. So, well done all the folk today who went, if your church was open, for your holy day of obligation, and those with the ashes on. I haven't seen many today because the churches are shut. Sean Smiley, God bless you. Christopher Strid, how you doing? Ralph Rowley. Miss Sherry B, God bless you. Scott Rash, how you doing, Scotty boy? Tim Schroeder from New Mexico. May God, yeah, absolutely. May God forgive us all, Tim. You're right, brother. You're right. You keep safe in that trucking. I'm worried about the roads over there. The weather's went mad in America. Mike freaking A, how you doing? Nice to see you from Alberta, Canada. Be called up there. Stuart Duncan, Mr. Lewis. Where's Colette Whitney here? Yeah, Colette Whitney. Yes, nice to see you, my friend. Henrik Johansson, Bartley Burka. Paul Telford there in sunny Liverpool. Brilliant. Mr. Baki. Oh, from Serbia. Kosovo is Serbia. Kosovo is Serbia. Forever, for always, and one day I pray that the mighty Serbian army, backed with 1 million men from the rest of Europe, march down that long winding road through the mountain pass to Mitrovica, and we take back our lost holy field of Serbia. That's why I pray every day that the Lord preserves me and keeps me strong so I can lead that band of men with the Templar flag over those mountains. We'll take it back and there'll be no quarter given, none asked. I tell you that. Gary Hardwick, God bless you. How you doing? Antonio Robello, Malcolm Cook, Greg G, how you doing? Philip Milne. Philip, your thing arrived today for our Samuel. He is dumbfounded. And what a wonderful thing. And I don't want to embarrass you on here, but that beautiful thing you sent my son for being a stand-up young man and looking after his mum and dad when we were really ill, it's fantastic. And I remember being a young fella many years ago, and a Canadian man gave me a flag and some things because I had done something that was a wee bit special when I was a young fella. And it stuck with me because it made me feel special, because that old fella gave me that and told me I was a good young man and I grew up good, true and strong. So the influence, a thing like that you done, Philip, is very powerful and can reverberate down through the centuries. Because let's face it, brother, me and you are done. We've had our day in the sun. We need the young fellas and we need to encourage them. So a very wise gentleman. God bless you. Thank you. My son sends his heartfelt thanks, but he's going to send you a letter as well, okay? God bless you, brother. Really appreciate that. Sam S, how you doing? Bonsoir à tous. Yes, I think he's speaking the French there. Les Androkovich, God bless you. Maxime Hornby, good day all. My darling stuff, yes, how are you? Who else we got? Nick's in there, Brother Dawson. Oh, our brother Mark Smith is in hospital. A bad COVID chest infection. Oh. Yeah, he wasn't well at all. Let's pray for our brother, Mr. Smith there. He's been through a bit of a rough time, and he doesn't keep well anyway, the best of times. Bruce Belgium, how you doing? From the Polar Vortex side, Brian Payton. Mark Anthony Smith, Mark's there, how you doing? He's been in and out, yeah. Hampstead Hospital infection. Take it easy, bro. Listen, I know all about it. You take it easy. Yeah, you only got health, and that's it. So there we go. Troy Otto, God bless you. William Mumford, Jonathan Boudin. Jonathan, how are you, good brother? God bless you and your good lady. Bruce Belgium. Bruce Belgium's a good man. Began, all right. Scorpion, the Scorpion's in there, yes, the Scorpion's in there. Jim Young, how you doing? Maxine, Sam C, Greg Horth, Sean C, beg your pardon, blinds apart. I think I've got Templar Guard, God bless you, brother. Conrad Broom, Greg Horth, Nicholas Rose, yeah, some people are fasting today, very good. Peter Smith, Andrew Brown, I think a couple of new names in, aye. Yeah, darling stuff. How you doing? Alright, there's a few new names coming because people are getting shut down all the time. Now, there's a guy called Daddy Dragon. He runs the White Dragons of Penhaligon or something like that. Right wing, sort of right wing, middle of the road, English nationalist. He's been just booted off YouTube while he was on broadcasting. Both just took him off. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So we'll be talking to him and see if because we know him. We don't totally agree with his politics. He's a civic nat. But he's all right, and we know people who know him, and I've met him personally. He's not a bad fella. So that's the type of people Purge is made for, because he can go and try these other ones. They're all going the same way, my friend. They're all going down. So we'll have a wee word with him and see if we can help him out, because we want to try and help him. Call out Whitney's fasting for 24 hours. Very good. Very good indeed. Graham Moore, that's him. Graham Moore, Daddy Dragon. I know Graham quite well. So we'll see if we can help Graham out. We'll be happy to help him out. But let's see where we go. That's it. So, well, I'll come back to it, but I'll just tell you the now. We launched that stock yesterday for the crypto mining company, and it's went absolutely mental. It's went absolutely mental. I think 3/4 of the stock's gone. So if you haven't done anything about it, you better hurry up, or you won't be doing anything about it. It's went mad. I mean, seriously, way above our expectations. Absolutely bonkers. Incredible. And we had that thing out yesterday from the the KT Mining Consortium Limited. And I think, it's a risky investment because the order's underwriting it. And it gets you on the ladder of the cryptocurrencies because it's gone mad.
The full text is available on the page with the link.
Yeah, the full text is available on the page with the link. The link's there. And even today, Facebook, Bitcoin's still going mental. What's it sitting at today? 50 something. It's just ridiculous. But don't worry, you've no missed out because it's going to go mad. 52.
Just under 52.
$52,000. A couple of weeks ago it was sitting at 15. A couple of weeks before that it was sitting at 7. It went mad. It went absolutely mad. But hopefully it'll crash again because we're busy mining. Oh, so exciting. So we'll get some photos for you next week. All the rigs all going and weird stuff and stuff that I don't know what on earth it is. Just things. Loads of things. Loads of computery things and fanny things and lighty things and weird stuff. I don't pretend to know about it. I don't need to. But I know a good thing when I see it. And we hope everybody in the Templar Order, there's only Templars that can get into this, Rose, do well. And you use that money wisely to look after your family in the difficult times that no doubt lie ahead. So it's so good. But the uptake has been astronomical because, when you're asking folk for money and shares and all that stuff, it's all a bit funny, innit? And I thought, it'd be very difficult because Templar people by nature are very cautious. And I didn't really know if it was going to go good, bad or indifferent. Well, it's went wild. People are going wild and they're phoning up, buying them and doing all sorts of stuff. So well done. A couple of folk have said they've got silver and gold. Could you trade that in for them? Of course you can. No problem at all. Just make sure it's roughly approximating the value. Gold's dropping like a stone now. Don't I know it because I've got some. So anyway, I'll have to, yeah. Peter Smith's there saying, how high will it go? I watched Max Kaiser report the other day. He was talking about, anybody saying Bitcoin could go 250, 500,000 or 1 million, or it might go up to 1 million, drop down to this and then stabilise around about 250,000. There you go. It's absolutely mental. But they come down like yo-yos. We're mining, so we're not in the stock market. We're mining. We're actually mining this stuff. So we've got it and banking it. So it's a long haul, couple of years and boof, then you make the move, you know. But in the meantime, you can do some side deals. We will be watching the market like a hawk, and if things go crazy, we'll sell, wait till it drops, buy again. That all goes into the pot for you, because you own the company, you're the stockholders, you're the state shareholders, it's yours, it's not ours. So it's pretty wonderful. It's pretty wonderful. So what else have we got? Let me have a wee look. I can, there's some strange stories, but I'll come back to that a wee bit later on. Let me just show you this. I want to show you this Bible again. Few folk are buying these. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Nice presentation box. Okay. Got a great story for you in a minute. But I want to get the Bible thing out of the way first because it's a bit irreverent. Look at that for a Bible. Look at it. Just look at it. Cambridge. Oh, you see, am I too close to that? I don't know. But look at that. Really good everyday Bible. Really solid leather. Really, really tough. You can bend it and all that, but it's solid leather. Very, very difficult. Very hard. It's got your presentation page in it. It's obviously the authorised version. Absolutely superb. Let me just see what else is in there. Did I see something? No. Big type font. Big type font. So you're not going to struggle reading that. I can read that no problem. So if you're getting a bit old like me, and you need proper, and listen, it's not just the font, because some of these modern American Bibles, they're big font, but you still can't read them because they're using modern font like Arial and Calibri and all that. No, these are fonts that over 400 or 500 years, believers and ministers and priests and scholars and academics have discovered, no, this is the correct font, because your eyes, for some reason or prefer this font, makes it clear at your brain. That's 500 years experience does that. Not somebody going to marketing college in Newbridge, Indiana, or something like that. No, this is a different kettle of fish. This is, Cambridge and people like that who have 500 years under the belt. So after all that, they've discovered that this font is the right font to use. And I don't know about you, but if you grew up in the old days, in the old churches, the Bible's always used these old-fashioned fonts. So to me, a modern Bible doesn't look right. I don't know. I know it's stupid, I know. And it's the same words, I know. But when I look at a Bible and it's written in a modern, cool font, I'm not liking it. It doesn't resonate with me. Now, I know that's just tradition and all the rest of it. I know that. But I like the old-fashioned font. I like the old-fashioned font. I don't like the modern stuff. But this is a very, very good Bible, very sturdy. This is what I would call your everyday Bible. That'll last you 50 years. This will outlast you, I'm telling you right now. You'll be gone before that. All silk-stitched. We've got loads of these. They can be posted out to you the next day. So please, avail yourself of them, and I will be ever so glad. And so will the stock controls. It's a really tough, sturdy box. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. Especially in this time of Lent as well. What better to get yourself a new Bible? Come on, you deserve it. Get yourself a new Bible. Look at this. I need to get myself a new Bible. Look at mine. It's literally 40 bits. And this is a Timothy. This is a Nelson. Yeah, Nelson Bible. This is my ordination Bible. Ordained on the 27th of May in the year of our Lord 2000. Long time ago, 21 years ago. It's hard to believe. But this is, it's got maps in the back and everything, but it's falling apart. Look, it's all busting. Well, that's what happens when you buy cheap. So, no harm to the people that bought me it, because I know they were tight, but there you go. You get what you pay for. So, please, get yourselves these. Right, I want to bring you a hideous, and I need to watch what I'm saying. I'd also have to go to the pods, but I'll try and restrain myself from excess of passion. But I want to show you this headline. No, have you not got a headline?
2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you this. You won't believe it. I don't know. I despair at times. I completely despair. It's horrific. We'll show you this. It's coming out. It's a story coming out of India. And by the way, it's very common. And I'm sure any of the brothers here who've served in Afghanistan and any of these countries, you know what I'm talking about. It's far more common than we would like to admit. But where's all the do-gooders there? Is that it? Is it up? What do you think? Hey? What do you think of that? So, 8 men have been arrested on suspicion of raping to death a pregnant goat. 8 men. 8 men allegedly raped to death a pregnant goat. Now, The Bible's very clear in bestiality, punishable by death. Yes. But this type of behaviour is very, very, very common. Very common in certain countries. I won't go into what countries, I won't get into what particular religious affiliation they belong to, but you know. And I do not understand it. I do not understand this. Carry on. It's revolting. It is utterly and absolutely vile, beyond belief. But men, humans generally, left to their own devices without the restraining hand of God, will end up doing the most despicable things imaginable, and some things that aren't imaginable. What district was that? Does it tell you a district where these people have been arrested? It's horrific. Don't know. Haryana, somewhere in India. But I mean, good grief. Is this the depravity of man? See, that's another reason I like being a Calvinist, because we believe in total depravity, that man is utterly depraved beyond any understanding, and it's only the restraining hand of God and the application of the Holy Spirit that restrains us from being beasts like this. I mean, who does these things? I mean, there you go. So Dr. Rimvar Bavadia, a veterinary surgeon of animal husbandry, said the goat died of a brain hemorrhage. Well, it was 50 weeks pregnant. During the post-mortem examination, it was found that there was blood in her windpipe. Samples of its vaginal swabs were sent to the forensic laboratory, Bawanda said, according to the Hindustani Times. Police have registered the case under Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, which prohibits intercourse against the order of nature with man, woman, or animal, and under Animal Cruelty Act. I should think so. Dear me, I should think so. Absolutely awful. But it's good that they've got a law about people having intercourse. Intercourse against nature. The story has been shared thousands of times with over 28,000 retweets, along with the hashtag Justice for Goat. Justice for Goat, reported the Gulf News of India. But remember, there's a lot of child rape going on there, and a lot of women rape going on there. There's just a lot of rape going on in that place. Something needs to be sorted out. It's just ridiculous. It's just, it's crazy. It needs to stop. So, God preserve us from such stuff. But let me tell you, it goes on in this country as well. I tell you something. There was a man, Billy Townley, farmer, lived 2 doors up from me. Big Billy, God bless him, God rest him. Actually, he's dead now, a lovely man. And he had a wee farm just outside Cumber. And his goats were being interfered with in the RSPCA, the USPCA, the Ulster Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. They put up a camera. And who did they catch? A young fella, 19-year-old. His mum and dad were lovely church people. Elders. Dad was an elder in the church. And this young fella was interfering with my neighbour's goats. Yes. And the police got him and locked him up and all the rest of it. It's just demonic. It is demonic. It's demonic. Demonic. That's it. So I don't want to really dwell on that too much. It's disturbed me no end. It's just terrible. Poor goat murdered. Unbelievable. Yep, that's what happens. Colette Whitney said that's what happens when people turn their back on Christianity. You're 100% right. And do you know there was a guy once, Jack Donovan or something, one of these nutcases in America, alt-right, big picture of him standing in front of a flag with goat horns and everything and talking about sacrificing things. And we don't like these type of people. And we've wrote books about these people 5-6 years ago, and we were slammed and criticised and said you're causing division. You're damn right we're causing division. We want to cause division. We do not want to be associated with any goat molesters, blood drinkers, or anything of the ilk of Wiccan, witchcraft, nonsense, Nietzschean, neo-Nazi, white power. No, thank you, sir. We'll have none of it. And we will cause division there every single time it rears its ugly head. We will always divide ourselves, mate. You better believe it. That's it. I'll have no more of that nonsense. And by the way, we've been proved right. Oh, and another thing I want to tell you today, while I'm on a rant here, do you remember that degenerate weirdo, Milo? Do you remember him? Milo. Tommy Robinson had him in England and he's talking about having oral sex with his priest and all vile, disgusting and filthy, perverted things. Have you ever heard it? Him. And he was being financed by the Mercer family. The Mercer family are the same family who financed Parlour. They were giving this creep, Milo, I'm sure you all remember him, 100 grand a month, and he was the darling of the right wing. Well, he wasn't our darling. We wrote a scathing book against him, a pamphlet, And we were heavily criticised. There's no way we have anything to do with this guy. Anyway, he's in court this week, being sued by somebody in America. And part of his defence is he was an FBI agent all along. Now, I don't want to say this, brother, but did I not tell you this? Did I not tell you this? Milo, Spence, Richard Spence, all of these guys, they're all feds, the lot of them. That's why they do stupid things. That's why they do disgusting things. That's why they do degrading things. That's why they lead the people down blind alleys and make a fool of them. Because they've been paid by the feds, by the deep state, by our enemies to destroy our movement and to destroy our witness in the world. And many church leaders are also feds. Oh yes, many of these TV evangelists are also feds. And they're there to destroy the faith. There is a group of people, the elites, the secret services, underground, out of control ones. They're there to destroy any form of resistance or any form of people getting together and cooperating together. And you can spot them. When you've been in this game as long as I have, I've been first arrested when I was 9, 10 years old. I can see them all. They're always the most extreme, or they're all the most active, and so on and so forth. They're feds. There you go. Shills. There's another good word. Scott, that's a good word. Shill. Yeah, shill. A shill and a fed. But what's wrong with the Mercers? What is wrong with the Mercers? How can you be that dumb and become a billionaire? How did you make those billions if you're so dumb that Milo comes in, who's a 6'2", real flouncy gay gentleman, and does all this and does all that and says he's a devout Roman Catholic, but he likes having oral sex with his priest. I mean, come on! And you give him 100 grand a month? No wonder Parlour's in such a state, because that's the people who employed the idiots that were running Parlour, who couldn't get the thing up in a month. It's up again now, but for how long and for what purpose? Aye, it's up, but it's not really working. Aye, I know. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely nonsense. Yeah, we need John Wick to do some clean up. No half, Scott. That's what we need. Right, the other thing I want to show you today is some good news on the front of the... Because don't get too carried away by all this crypto stuff. Listen, we've still got work to do. Old-fashioned work. There you go. There's the slates going on the roof. That's a nice thing. I thought you'd like to see. I need to cut all them bushes off that wall. That wall on the right-hand side, by the way, was built in 1620 from the stones of the old abbey as a kind of fort when people first came here from Scotland, as a fort to keep them safe. So that wall's 1620s. You don't want to damage anything. We're all being very careful because there's a lot of history involved in that. 1620 is a long time ago. We don't want to damage it. And we'll just try to work out how to join the roof to the wall to stop dampness and water ingression and things like that. At the weekend, if I'm up to it, I think I will be. Me and my boy will be down here with spray guns, spraying preservatives and silicone in the walls and preservatives and all the exposed wood before we put the floors down, so that it's absolutely, I'm 2 or 3 coats, so it's absolutely done properly to the glory of God. So thank you. Now, a few folk were saying yesterday that the bar thing hadn't really been updated. I'll just take a note of that. After this show, we'll do it. It glitched out or something. Update bar for Chapter House. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, and a wee bit of human interest story. We've been put behind schedule because the guy who's making these Gothic stone windows, ridiculously cheap, I may add, he just went missing for 6 weeks? Could not get a hold of him. So the builder's going wild because he couldn't get the walls up, he couldn't get bits of the roof on because we need the windows. No sign of this guy. And I thought, oh dear me, what's happened to him? And he works from Yorkshire, away up in the moors of Yorkshire on a farm. I think he's an ex-soldier. Anyway, I found out he's been looking after his best friend's family. Because his best friend's in hospital, seriously ill, ICU unit with COVID and breathing issues and lung problems and all that. So for 6 weeks, this man, and he lives up in the wild mountains, really cold, really harsh, he's been doing that rather than making a living. And that's the man's hands who's physically making our Gothic windows. God bless him. I said to him, look, no problem. Don't worry about it. Been handy if you'd have told us, but don't worry about it. That's much more important than our windows, brother. If our building takes an extra month, don't worry about it. But God bless him. And the prices given these for are ridiculous. So we're going to sort him out and keep that man in your prayers. And keep his good friend in your prayers also. His name's Philip. Decent man. I don't know if he's a Christian. I don't think he's actually in the faith at all, but it's up for us to pray him. And you can pray folk kicking and screaming sometimes into the kingdom. But they won't be kicking and screaming when they get near it, because they'll see what it is and want to be there. But what a wonderful, wonderful man. And again, another story connected to our work. So there's a lovely man, even if he's no a professing Christian. Well, he's showing great Christian dignity by downing tools and looking after his best friend's family for 4 or 5 weeks. Amazing, beautiful, wonderful, great English gentleman. So there are still some left. So that's the roof. You've seen that. That's good. And remember, I know for a fact we will update the bar thing, but I know for a fact we're still not on target yet. But we're not that far off. We can do this. We can do this. What else is happening? I've done the Bibles. Oh. Yeah, the first waiting in the book order January. Yeah. Shall have a press. When will be sent out the first book? Still waiting of the book January 1st. Yeah, because they're only just in. They're only just arrived from Hungary. They used to call it Hungary. Now it's Hungary. Don't know why. Yeah, they'll be out in the next week, so you'll get your book very quickly. Although the post isn't that quick, but they will be posted out in the next week. So you just have to be a wee bit more patient, because we're to get a total reprint done, and there's an extra 20 pages and some extra stuff in it. So there you go. Oh, that's another thing. Trying to get the boxes that you actually wrap the book in. Good gracious. These are coming from England. We couldn't get them for weeks. We couldn't get them. They said you need an import licence and an export licence to go from England to Belfast, same country. So we ended up having to order them through a company in Dublin, and you've no idea. Nobody knows anything. They're all confused with this Brexit. Yeah, Joseph Taylor said, I wonder when it's all finished, a video or photo album. Oh, absolutely. And we're going to have a display of the stuff we've found. You know, the artefacts. We found that holy statue from the Catholic Abbey, which was buried in the wall of it. There, in fact, wait a minute. Here is here. I don't know if I get strength to lift this, brother. Yeah, there you go. There it is. That's getting put in its own niche with, you know, the way you get into a university and you get the special boards explaining what it is, where it came from, and how we dug it out of a wall after 400 years. It went into that wall in the 1620s, and we dug it out in 2020. Amazing. And my people, the Presbyterians, robbed it from the Abbey and put it in the wall. And the person who found it in the wall and took it out was an Irish Roman Catholic. Isn't that poetic? It's wonderful. So yeah, there'll be all that stuff. There'll be displays. We've also found incredible artefacts when we're digging the founds. Stuff from the 1600s, 1700s, pottery, all different stuff. So yes, it'll all be there like a academic wee display. Yes, it'll all be there, brother. That'll be very, very good indeed. Yeah, you're quite right. That'll be a very good idea. Now, where are we? Thank you for that. Thank you, Jim. Been asking for Anthony Perez. Oh, what's up with Anthony Perez? You alright? Don't know. Keep us informed if there's anything wrong. We always like to hear if there's anything wrong with our good brothers and sisters. So we can pray for them and never underestimate the power of prayer. Right, I've done that. That hideous goat story's unbalanced me today. But I'm glad I've showed you the roof. The Bibles, I've waved them at you menacingly. Get them, please get them. They're beautiful. You won't regret it. And we're on the crypto. And I said I would come back to that quickly. I will just come back to it quickly. The cryptocurrency thing, the link's there. 3/4 of all the stock, it has gone. Has gone. I was lying in bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and I hadn't switched the thing off and I kept hearing ping, ping. What's going on here with this? Yeah, I was talking to the techie guy at 1 o'clock in the morning. What's going on? Because we forget, you know, it's 6 o'clock in America. So the Americans have all come in for their work. I've done whatever they went, what's this? Stock? Templars are offering stock and crypto mining. I'm having that. And the Americans weren't in on a mad frenzy because the Americans are into all that stock stuff. It's normal stuff to them. To the Brits, it's like, what's stocks? What's that all about? We don't know. But the Americans, second nature to them. They're like, it's underwritten, so you can't lose. I'll have some of that. So the Americans went in a frenzy, went in a feeding frenzy. And I eventually switched the thing off at 2 a.m. I went, I can't deal with this. And the stock was just going. Unbelievable. Incredible. And I think, if we sent that letter out yet to everybody who's... Yes. So everybody who's bought stock, it's just a wee letter, maybe in the last hour. Just a simple, you know, I call it an idiot's guide to what you've got, what it's all about, and what you should do. Because remember, there'll be dividends getting paid as well. So it can be a long-term investment. You just leave it there, maybe even leave it for your kids. But the money gets paid every year. Excellent, brilliant. I'm not sure exactly how all that works, but it's fantastic. So, really don't want to see people miss out. And I know there was some big names, some people who are normally very generous and very, very locked into anything that goes on. And I hadn't seen some of them who've actually got stock yet. So please don't miss out, because you deserve it, because you've been loyal and true to the order. So if you haven't got your stock yet, it's 6:30 here at the moment. I'd say by midnight, it's gone. So please don't miss out. Just don't miss out on this. You know cryptocurrency is going through the roof. You know it's going mad. You know we do everything to a great high standard. We're decent. We're honest. It's underwritten, so you cannot lose your initial investment. And I think you'll do very well out of it. So, don't miss out. You've got a few hours, and then I think it'll be gone. So, there you go. Well done. Well done, everybody. God bless you all. A big round of applause. Incredible. And I hope you all do really, really well. And I hope you make a bundle and you use it wisely for your family and to maybe make life just that wee bit easier for you. I really, really, really hope you all do well. And me as well, because I've got one. Yes, I've got one. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, somebody's saying that goat story's made the mill. No half. Good grief. William Spooler is saying, what's crypto? Where were you yesterday? The Templar Order, quickly. I'm not reading all this out again. The Templar Order has put up a corporation, the KT Mining Consortium, and they've issued £100,000 worth of shares, which is $140,000 worth of shares. It's underwritten. So you can buy a share in it, but it's underwritten, guaranteed by the order, so you will never lose your initial investment. But it's to mine cryptocurrency. Don't ask me. I have no idea what it all is, but I see it. It makes money, and it's very, very lucrative, and it will certainly be very lucrative over the next couple of years. So we're doing this in a industrial fashion by mining them. You can buy a block of 100 shares, that's one certificate, for $1,000 or £1,400, £1,000 or $1,400. And as I say, it's underwritten by the order. It's a no-brainer, and they're nearly all gone. So, Mr. Spooler, if you want some, get on. There's a link there. Get on. Get it done. Brother, did we put a link up for this Bible?
We did.
Maybe put it up again if we get a minute. Right, I'm going to read a wee bit of this book. Let me get a drink of water.
He said worth for
Oh, he needs a link.
He wants to buy it. He wants to.
Okay.
Well, I think he's one actually asking if he wants to buy crypto directly.
Ah, right.
But
We-
you can get paid out in crypto.
Yeah, you can get paid out in crypto. Yeah, we're mining and stuff. So, it's incredibly exciting times, isn't it? Imagine that. I am a stakeholder in a crypto mining corporation. Makes me feel ever so important. But be on your guard about avarice. Must be careful. Right, I'm back. I'm in this Ploughshares into Swords. I like this chapter, it's very good. And I'm on page 129. And we finished the last chapter, the last verse. It was saying, your lineage, your bloodline goes all the way back to Noah. But now we're in here. The duty to your kin, of course, goes far beyond your immediate loved ones. We have no trouble taking direct action to safeguard our own family because cause and effect here are so blatantly obvious. How far, then, does our duty to protect extend beyond our own blood relatives? Annoyed that Jesus had lost track of his immediate family in the crowd he was teaching, the disciple said, "Come, your sister and brothers are waiting for you." To which Jesus replied, "These before you are my brothers and my sisters." If we are all brothers and sisters, if we are all branches of the same tree, with the same roots, how can one branch say to the next branch, "You are not needed"? Or, as long as the other branches closest to me survive the windstorm, the tree will be just fine. The dark forces of this world will never relinquish the axe, nor the desire to hack the tree into pieces and sell them for profit. How then, if evil men wield the axe of violence, and we, as men of Christ, knowing nothing of the workings of war, could we possibly defend our sacred tree from the lumber mill or the fire? We cannot. The one who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whosoever protects their master will be honoured. Proverbs 27 verse 18. Based upon these conclusions, we see a very different form of Christianity take shape. This authentic, muscular, original version of Christianity is so powerful that it strikes terror into the rulers, the authorities of this world today, just as it did 2,000 years ago. It was the ultimate force against the principalities of evil in this dark world. Nothing is more threatening to corrupt systems of power than a group who will speak the truth even if it leads to their death, and who will lay down their lives for the highest ideals, namely love for the fellow man. This is the Christianity that survived the calamities of the last 2,000 years. It is the moral framework of our Christian forefathers that brought freedom, prosperity, and peace to the world. Oh, what writing, what wisdom, what absolute... Oh my goodness, it's like being injected. It's like being injected by raw, molten steel. Huh? It's fantastic. I know it's not in the Holy Scriptures, but by goodness, it doesn't half inspire you, doesn't it? What a book. So if you haven't got that book, get that book, or the new version. It's out. It's getting posted out this week. Next week you'll have them all. Deus Vult, Reconquista of the West, a handbook for resisting the Great Replacement. And remember, the second book in the series is now coming out as well. It's called Deus Vult. What is it called? Surviving? The Great Reset Resistance. And it's even better. Yes. So, what a book. Absolutely fantastic. That passage has really fired me up no end, I can tell you that. Well, that's about it from me. There's something else I was going to do, and I can't remember what it was. Go on. Who is it? All right. Scott, that is Scorpion. Scorpion, you've surprised me because you were very sceptical, brother. Oh, yes. You've surprised me, but God bless you, and I hope it does well for you. I really do. Listen, you weren't half as sceptical as me. My goodness, I'm the guy that knocked back 1,000 bitcoins, so I said, what a load of rubbish. At one time I had 30 bitcoin, oh my goodness, and I sold a lot. William, you're not as dumb as me. I was offered 1,000 bitcoins for 100 quid, and I went, don't be so stupid. I'm not having that. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes. So I knocked back, 50 million or something. But anyway, it'd be no good. Paul Jarry says here, Paul, get yourself on this bitcoin thing. Aye, I thought I'd never seen you. I was going to phone Paul Jarry, so I'd never seen his name, and he's normally on the ball. So, aye, listen, listen, how do you explain to a 50-year-old man something that you mean? What, out a hole in the ground? No, out a disc. Where's that? On the internet. What are you talking about? What are you trying to tell me? Stop telling me. I don't understand it. But what I do understand is when you go and cash these things in and you get money or gold in your hand, then, now I understand it. But I don't. And the only reason I snapped myself out of my own stupidity is a man said to me, do you understand what gold is, Jim? I says, yeah, gold. Yeah, but what's it made of? I said, I don't know. What's the chemical composition of it? I don't know. Why is it valuable? I said, I don't know. He says, well, that's all you need to know about Bitcoin. You just need to know it's valuable. Or Ethereum or these plethora of other coins. So, yep. 10 years or 5 years too late, but you're never too late because this thing's going to go and go and go and go. And remember what I told you yesterday, and I couldn't believe it, so I went and researched it, and it was absolutely true. I didn't want to doubt the guy who told me, but I just wanted to make sure that 25% of every dollar in circulation on the planet right now was printed in 2020. Good grief, can you imagine that? Every single dollar. Of all the dollars that's floating about, a quarter of them were printed last year. That is suicidal. That is national suicide. That is fiscal apocalypse. So we're doing this just in the right time. Dogecoin. Williams Fuller's got Dogecoin. I hold it. It'll probably go up by a factor of 10. We're doing a wee experiment in the Dogecoin, brother. I know it's a joke coin, but it'll probably go up by 10, a factor of 10. So we're doing a wee experiment. And remember, when we do the experiment, the money's in the pot. It's not a wee side job. The money's in the pot, the company, for you, for the shareholders to benefit. And to me, I don't really care about money because I'm old and I've got everything. I've no mortgage, I've no nothing. I don't need any money. I have a very simple life. I don't do anything. I don't go out, much to my wife's annoyance. But I don't do anything. Simple as that. But I do like making money, and I do like doing things to make other people some money so their lives a wee bit easier. I do enjoy that. So I'm looking forward to this, and excellent. I hope you all do well. It's Yeah, the dollar's finished, the pound's finished. Remember, when the dollar's finished, all Western currencies are finished then. That's the reality. So, it is what it is. I dumped all my savings today, but yeah, absolutely. Don't you worry about it, it's Scorpion. We'll keep you right. We'll keep you right. And it's underwritten by the KT, the order. No brainer. No worries. Right, that's all from me. I'm on a high today. This is the first day, folks, in about 6 weeks or 7 weeks that I've actually felt almost human. Honestly. So let's pray that we keep going on. I was actually speaking to Jada Franson today. She's still a bit poorly as well. She's on after the show. Is it Wednesday? She's on after the show. 15, 20 minutes she's on. So go over and give her a bit of support. And, let her know that people are thinking about her, praying for her. She's not very well at all. And it's difficult times for her. And it's really hard living in this country right now because the airports are shut, the railway stations. It's just crazy. It's like the Martians have landed. I don't know what's going on, but listen, let's just buckle down. We'll go over it. Holy hatred and God's. Hold on, where'd they go there? Holy hatred and the conclusion of how people love. I tried to save his enemies. What would they say about this? He loves and. How can the people he loves? Well, that's the thing. Who does? Remember John, Jesus says, I pray for those thou hast given me, Father. I pray not for the world, but for those thou hast given me. That's nonsense. This is very Arminian. This is very modern, that God loves everybody. No, he doesn't. If he loved everybody, there would be no hell. God utterly and absolutely hates people who he destroys. It's common sense. So don't let anybody tell you God loves everybody. No, he doesn't. He does not love everybody. He despises and hates reprobates and uses us to slaughter them. Always has done. The certificates will be issued probably begin the next week and sent out to you in a nice wee folder and everything. Okay, keep it safe. We've got a copy of the things anyway, but you should keep in a safe place. So there we go. God bless you all. I have to go. Remember, go over and see Jada Franson, British Freedom Party, after this on the YouTube and on the Purged. And I'll keep you up to date about Daddy Dragon and that group of people who have been kicked off unceremoniously from YouTube, and it's happening more and more now. So again, we were right to get the Purged up. So we'll Purged.tv, very important. So that's all from me today. God bless each and every one of you. I hope to be with you tomorrow if the good Lord spares me. And until then, remember, stick close to God. You won't go far wrong. Do us vault.